What's up, everybody? Coach Tim, Springer, Spartan Basketball. Just got done with about 8 hours of workouts, probably over 50 players. Loving it, doing what I love to do. And yeah, I'm doing it during the Super Bowl. But hey, sometimes you got to follow your passion. Those guys that are in the Super Bowl right now, they followed their passion. They sacrificed at times to be where they're at. And now look what they're getting. They have the opportunity to be the best in the world at what they do. And that's what we're striving to do, helping these players be the best they can be and at what they want to do. Now, I got a story to tell you, and it's kind of funny that Ray Lewis is in the Super Bowl now as I missed this, because I got a Ray Lewis story for you. But let me tell you what's kind of the motivation behind me sharing this with you. See, I see a lot of players that sit and talk about what they want to be, where they want to accomplish, who they want to, be, and it's just like for example, in the basketball world, the attractive thing to say right now is, I want to be a college basketball player. I'm going to get college scholarship. Well, a lot of times, that's not even the case. I remember hearing there's a stat that pretty much says, actually Danny Green said it when he was in the gym with us the other day, that to make it to a major university, a Duke, or North Carolina, a UT, and get a college scholarship, you have better odds of being struck by lightning. So when you talk about that, how much are you really willing to do that? Are you really willing to figure out what you want, figure out how much work it takes, and then commit to that work over and over, day 1, day 2, day 54, day 500? Are you willing to do that? And that's where I'm going with this. See, let me tell you this story about Ray Lewis. 6 years ago, a good friend of mine he was part of the hosting team that put together a celebrity paintball event in Hawaii. I was blessed enough to be able to go on the trip. Okay, and what we did, they had a paintball event one day where these celebrities played paintball. You're talking about guys from the NFL, NBA, actors, actresses, Chris Humphries, Brian Cook from the NBA were there, different actors and actresses, different football players, Marcellus Wiley, D'Angelo Hall, and Ray Lewis was there. Great man, humble man, great dude, really just fun-loving, really good guy. And it's funny because everybody brought somebody with them. A lot of people brought their wives and their children or their girlfriends at the time, or whoever it was they brought, but they brought some of that nature. See, and Ray brought this other guy, and I didn't know who the other guy was. And I was sitting back like, man, why did Ray bring this dude? And everyone else brought their family. I was like, man, these guys must have been real good friends or something. Well, one of the last days there, everyone's pretty much kind of hanging around the pool. There was a little restaurant where you could go and eat, order a burger or whatever by the pool. And I went down there to eat, and it happened Ray and this guy were sitting at the table. And Ray, being the open guy he is, really welcoming, really good guy. I know he's an animal on the field, but he was really welcoming. He said, hey, Tim, come on, because I got blessed, man. Someone fell out of the paintball event, and I got to play paintball with them, so I got to know Ray a little bit right there. Anyways, Ray was like, come eat with us, Tim. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, wow, I get to read with Ray Lewis, man. Humble guy, and I tell you, I was just in awe. We talk basketball, we talk football, we talk a lot of cool stuff. Come to find out, this guy that was there with them was his personal trainer, Ray's personal trainer. Come to find out, and let me tell you something, this was like a 5-day event, and there was very long nights after all the celebrity stuff, and the festivities at night were very long. Ray was out there every night with us. He didn't go to bed at 9 o'clock. But what I found out was every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, Ray was out there on the beach with his personal trainer working out, getting better. When everyone else was vacationing, Ray was getting better, brought his personal trainer to Hawaii. And I don't know if you've been to Hawaii, but Hawaii's not a place where you think about work. You think about laying back, enjoying the scenery. Man, it's like paradise over there. And Ray was there with his personal trainer on the beach, 5 o'clock in the morning after staying out at night with us. I'm like, wow. That's commitment. That's a man who knows exactly what he wants, knows the amount of work it takes, is going to do it. I'm not surprised he's back in the Super Bowl. I'm not surprised, and he's earned everything that's given to him. And I know they're up right now. I'm gonna fly home after this video, go try to catch the rest and see him succeed at that, because man, I love to see people like that succeed. Love to see people like that succeed because they deserve it. Ray just doesn't talk about it. He'll tell you that that's their goal, that's their mission, but he's putting everything in, and he's putting everything into his players and his teammates, and he's helping, man. He understands what it takes to be successful. Now, here's what I say. Number one is if you're talking all this talk about how big you want to be and what you want to accomplish, are you doing it? Are you putting that work in? Are you committed to it after day one? See, it's all cool, and yeah, it excites you day one, day two, but day three when you're tired, day four when life gets in the way, are you still grinding? Day 500 when you still maybe haven't seen the results you want, are you still grinding? That's what I'm gonna ask you. Do you have a Ray Lewis mentality? Are you willing to put into work? Are you willing to go all odds? I'm not telling you hire a personal trainer and go to Hawaii and work out 5 in the morning. But what is it gonna take for you to go where you're at? See, most players don't even know what it takes to get where they wanna be. They don't understand that they gotta build their character. They think success is a secret. Success is not a secret. Success is not a secret. Go study successful people in whatever you do and then study outside of them. Donald Trump, Oprah, Ray Lewis, Michael Jordan. All these players, all these entrepreneurs, Mother Teresa, all of them, same thing. They figured out exactly what they wanted to do and they really wanted to do, something that was gonna motivate them to keep working. They weren't just saying it. And they figured out how much work was it gonna take, and they did it. They stayed on the grind and committed to the work with no exceptions. None. No exceptions. Now I want you to be real with yourself. Are you doing that? Think about that. Pause this for a minute. Ask you, are you really doing that? And if not, find out where maybe you're doing it somewhat, where you need to do it more, and where you're not doing it at all. And fix it. See, a plan is meant to be flexible, if you ask me. Because you start with a plan, you take some action, you find out you're either on the right path, you gotta work some more, or you gotta change or tweak this, but you keep grinding, you keep moving, and you don't forget what you want and the work it takes. And you may find out after you do some work, it's gonna take more work. Sometimes you get lucky, find it takes less work, or different work, or smart work instead of hard work. But I can promise you, you ain't gonna do it without work. You will not do it without work. So get out there and work. And when you're tired, think about Ray Lewis. When you've got an excuse, tell an excuse to shut up and think about Ray Lewis. Excuse my language, but man, I'm feeling this right now. Feeling how hard this is, man. Loving it. When you feel like life's too hard, there's no way, too short, too small, I'm from here, I'm from there. Think about Ray Lewis. Think about what that man's overcome to be where he's at and now how hard he works to be there. Ray, I don't know if you'll ever see this, Ray Lewis, but if you see it, man, I hope you do. I hope you remember that time in Hawaii because it was an awesome time. And much success to you, Ray. Man, you deserved it. And now you're out there blessing and talking, giving back to these kids. I feel that, Ray. Hopefully someday we can link back up. And to all these listening to this, whether you're Ray Lewis or not, take these words. I mean, this is the real stuff I could probably put on camera. This is the truth. And I try to go around, teach you different techniques, different thoughts, different theories. This is real as it gets. Cut and dry, straight up, no chaser. It's how it's going down. Whatever term you want to put to it, go get it in. Take care, God bless, and don't forget there's trained and there's untrained.